What's up, guys? SoloDF back with another video. Now today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 beginner tips for NBA 2K22. The first thing that I want to say is that this video is different from my other videos. You know, this is a tip video. I'm trying to make some of the beginners better at 2K. So there's going to be two different types of people watching this video. One, my loyal supporters, which I appreciate you. I appreciate you for clicking on this video. Or two, just a beginner. You know, you probably like watching basketball. You don't really play 2K a lot, you know, maybe a few times per year. And you go in the park and you see people just greening these shots, dribbling around the court like crazy, and you're wondering why you can't do that. I mean, you probably know why you can't do that because you have no clue like what buttons to press. But today I'm gonna help you guys out with that, give you guys my top 5 beginner tips. I'm even gonna throw in a couple extra tips at the end if I have some. And in this video I'm gonna be giving kind of like general tips. Like, I'm not gonna give mad specific tips like, yo, you guys need to make a 2-way 3-level sharpshooter. Like, I'm not gonna be like telling you like exactly what build you need to make. You know what I'm saying? You'll see. It's gonna be more general tips, and I'm gonna be dropping videos similar to this like all year. Once I figure out the best jump shots, dribble moves, all that, I'm gonna be dropping hella tutorials. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Press the red subscribe button. We're getting so close to 400,000 subscribers. I'm not gonna lie, this is a video that gets views throughout the entire year. So if you guys are watching this a few months down the line, we're probably already at 400,000 subscribers. But still, make sure to subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you guys don't miss a stream or upload, and drop a like in the video. Let's aim for 5,000 likes, but let's get into it. Alright, so the first and most important thing, at least in my opinion, that I'm going to be talking about in this entire video is badges. And depending on how new you actually are to 2K, you might actually not know the importance of badges. Of course, you know they're going to help, but to the extent that they help, you probably are not aware of. Badges and upgrading your player, aka attributes, are almost equal in like value. And as a beginner, you know, you get on the game, you upgrade your player. Maybe you don't even upgrade your player, I don't know. But you upgrade your player, you have no badges. Let me compare it to something for you guys. Compare your player to a car. So you upgrade your player, you know, you have a car, you can use that player, you know, same with the car, you could turn on the car, but badges are like tires. Your car is not really gonna work because, I mean, you don't have tires, you need tires to drive. Same thing with your player. Your player is really not gonna work. You know, if you're shooting threes, you'll probably go like 3 for 15 or something like that, because you need shooting badges. You need a ton of badges in general if you want to beat people in the park. I mean, unless you're versing somebody else that has no badges, it's gonna be almost impossible to win park games going up against these elite level players that have badges. I mean, in 2K21 they even had a badge called flexible release, which made you make shots that were just poorly timed. Like, it just, you didn't even have to time it right, and this badge would make shots go in for you. Luckily for us, that badge is not in NBA 2K22. Mike Wang did confirm that, but badges literally save people. So if you just got the game, or you just made a new player or whatever, and you don't have badges, I recommend going in my career. I know it's not fun at all. You know, you're playing offline, you're versing computers, whatever, bots, but you need to get badges. I'm sure there's going to be other ways to get badges, like quests and like some other glitchy ways to get badges fast. I'm going to be dropping some tutorials on that when, you know, I get on the game, because obviously I'm dropping this video before the game comes out. That's what I do every year. These tips are still extremely helpful. Like, everyone always tells me like I help them a lot, even though I've never even played 2K22 yet. But I'm just telling you guys, look up like best way to get badges or something like that. Get badges before you go into the park, because if you go into the park with no badges, you are just gonna get destroyed. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're gonna stand no chance, especially as a beginner. You're just gonna lose a lot, and you're not gonna have fun. Alright, so tip number 2 in this video, you guys need to watch tutorials. This is arguably the #1 most important thing when it comes to beginner tips. I probably could have put this at #1, and it probably sounds weird. Like, I don't know how many other YouTubers out there are gonna tell you, like, guys, you need to go watch other YouTubers' videos. Like, I don't know who else is gonna do that. I feel like a lot of people would be selfish and they wouldn't even mention like another person's video. But I'm being so serious. If you guys need a jump shot, if you need a build video, if you need dribble moves, whatever, dribble tutorial, I mean, I'm gonna be dropping all those videos, so you could check my channel or just look up like SoloDF jump shot, SoloDF dribble tutorial, whatever. I'm gonna have all those videos out throughout the year. But in general, look up YouTube videos. If it's a dribble move that you don't know how to do, you know, try to describe it. It might be kind of hard to do if you really don't know what you're looking at, but if you want to know how to do like a spin back, just look up like NBA 2K22 spin back tutorial, look up like behind the back, look up whatever you guys need to figure out how to do if you see someone else doing it, because there are tutorials on literally everything. If you need the best animations, the best signature styles, the best badges, whatever, look up up tutorials or videos on these things, and there's no shame in doing it. As a beginner, you might think like, oh, I need to figure out what the best jump shot is myself. I'm gonna try them all out. I need to figure out what the best signature styles are. I'm gonna try them all out. And I mean, you could do that. You could mess around, but all the best players just kind of copy each other. If we're being honest here, they kind of copy each other. And a lot of people that are the best players, or so-called the best players, they watched a bunch of tutorials on how to do the best moves. Even I did that. I mean, I would say I'm above average. I'm not gonna say I'm like the best player, but even I still watch tutorials, like dribble tutorials. You know, I used to do it a lot more way back when I first started playing 2K, 2K17 days. I would watch a bunch of videos, literally sitting in my court trying to get all the moves down. But I'm telling you guys, when you're trying to become a better 2K player, YouTube is going to be your best friend. So just look up whatever you guys are having trouble doing, and trust me, there's gonna be a video to help you. All right, the third thing I'm gonna be talking about in this video is about builds. As a beginner, it is extremely easy to make the wrong build, and it kind of sucks because I'm sure a bunch of you guys made the wrong build, and you're watching this video, you already upgraded your player, and you're just kind of screwed. You're like, this player sucks, I have no badges, I don't know what jump shot to use, I just suck. Like, I just can't win a game. And now you're watching this video, and you probably don't want to hear this, but like I said in tip number 2, you guys need to watch videos, watch build videos. There are people that literally like dedicate their life to the My Player Builder. You know what I'm saying? They look at it all day. They find the best build, the best mix of like attributes and badges and all that. Now you can make your own build. It's probably not gonna be the best because, like I said, there's people that literally study this shit and figure out what the best builds are. But make the right build. And honestly, I'm gonna say like 75% of good 2K players watch build videos, and that's how they get their build. Whether you're trying to make a guard build, a lock builder, a center, if it's a shooting center, maybe you could just look up like best guard build, or you could look up best shooting center build. Make that build. And the second thing that I want to say on this topic is do what your build is made to do. If you're a shooter, shoot the ball. And this is sound kind of dumb to say, but if you're a shooter, shoot the ball. You know, if you're an inside center, aka like someone that doesn't shoot the ball, then don't shoot the ball. You know, I don't know how many times I've seen someone that has a very low 3-point shot shoot the ball, and maybe they are trolling. You know, if you're up by a lot, then, you know, they could take a shot. It doesn't really matter. But if you're like a slasher, an interior finisher, don't shoot the ball. Also, centers, like, if you're a guard, send this video to a center that does this. Or if you're a center, stop doing this, because as a guard, it's very annoying to me. If you're a center and you want to like dribble and you just start going crazy on the court, like dribbling around, I mean, maybe you should have made a guard, to be honest, because centers should not be dribbling. Maybe if you were playmaking center, but to be honest, a lot of you guys are not playmaking centers. Stop dribbling as a center. Let the guard dribble. Let the shooter shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't overthink this. Just play smart. Do what your build is made to do. If your build doesn't have finishing, then just don't finish. You know what I'm saying? Keep shooting, or whatever your build's good at. Don't drive in unless you're absolutely wide open. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, it's gonna kind of suck. But if you did make a bad build, you might want to look up a tutorial on how to make a better build and make that build. It does suck though if you did already spend VC, but it is what it is. All right, now the fourth tip in this video is about jump shots. I'm sure a ton of you guys clicked on this video. You don't have a jump shot, you have a bad jump shot, and you wanted help shooting, because I feel like that's one of the main things that like a beginner needs to know or wants to know, is how to shoot the ball better, how to green more shots. And lucky for you guys, I do have a few tips for you if you do happen to be one of those people. So the first thing is, don't pick a random jump shot. It's extremely tempting as a new player to just hop in the jump shot creator, or just hop in like, you know, the animations or whatever, and just look through them, try to figure out what the best jump shot is by just looking at them and seeing which one looks the, you know, the smoothest. Or maybe you just want to pick your favorite player. You know, you just throw on like Reggie Jackson. Like, I don't know whose favorite player is Reggie Jackson, but trust me, this is not the method. Curry, you know, a lot of people think, oh, Curry's a good shooter, let me just use his jump shot. And his jump shot has been good in some years, but it's not the same from year to year. There's always new jump shots that are found out and that are better than others. And so again, going back to my second tip of watch tutorials, you guys should look up what is the best jump shot on YouTube. Watch those videos. Again, I'm gonna be dropping those videos all throughout the year as I find out, you know, new better jump shots. I'm gonna be dropping more and more videos about jump shots. But my tip to you guys is, don't pick a random one. You know, look up a jump shot video, or you know, if you heard from somebody that one is working good, then use that. And the next thing that I want to mention is stick with one jump shot. Especially as a beginner, it's going to be extremely enticing to just keep changing your jump shot. You know, you play a game, you shoot bad because you don't know the timing. You know what I'm saying? You just put on the jump shot, you hop in a game, you don't know the timing at all, and you just expect it to be cash because someone told you that it is, the best jump shot. My tip to you guys is, I mean, you could go in your my court or even play, I wouldn't say play my career. I mean, you could do that, but get in a game mode where you're not going to worry about missing shots because you need to get your timing down first. Let's be honest. You put on a new jump shot, you're not going to know the timing. So don't get mad when you don't shoot good because it just makes sense. You got to get used to the timing. And something, I'm going to just be honest, I used to do it too. So don't feel bad if you do it. It's like you put on a jump shot, you start shooting bad, and then you just change to another one. And then you play another 2 games with that new one, and then you look up another YouTube video. What's another good jump shot? You go to someone else's video, you try that one, and you just keep doing that like endless cycle. And it just usually doesn't work out because you're not sticking with one jump shot and learning the timing. I'm telling you guys, if a YouTuber, especially me, you could just use my jump shot, look at my jump shot videos throughout the year. I'm not gonna put out a bad jump shot. If I'm dropping a jump shot, put that one on and just stick with it, at least for a day. If you go a day or two and it still is not working, then maybe change it. But throughout the year, if you want to get consistent, muscle memory, exactly how long you need to hold down the button to shoot, green all your shots, you want to get that consistency down and not keep switching up your jump shot. Another thing, and I say this in all my jump shot videos, is you guys need to use jump shot boosts. I have not been on NBA 2K22 yet, obviously, because the game has not come out yet for me. And again, I don't know when you guys are watching this, but there should be a boost stand in NBA 2K22 in the city or on the cruise ship. There's always a boost stand. If there's not, maybe you just, it's in the settings. Actually, I think on next gen, it was just like in the settings, like the animation settings or something like that. But there will be a way to buy jump shot boosts. Now, these boosts are normally about 200 VC per game, and a lot of beginners don't even know about them, one. And then two, if they do know about them, they think they're not important. But let me tell you, all the competitive players, all the best players use jump shot boosts. Even if they don't tell you that they use jump shot boosts, trust me, all these dudes that are winning a bunch of games in the stage, and I don't even know if there's a stage this year. I hope there is. There better be, because I mean, that would be bad. But let's just say wagers. All these dudes that are winning wagers, 100%, if they have a shooting build, they are using jump shot boosts. Just no doubt in my mind. You guys want to shoot better, use jump shot boosts. They actually do help 100%. Dude has a lawnmower just right outside my window. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but buddy, like, what are we doing?
Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
All right, now the fifth tip that I have for you guys is about the meta, and I will probably throw in some extra tips after this, so no, this is not the final tip, but the fifth and I guess final main beginner tip is about the meta. Now, some of you guys might not know what meta means. I didn't know for a while, so if you're, young, you probably don't know. So let me tell you, I could pop a screenshot up. What does it mean to say meta? So it's actually an abbreviation. I didn't even know this until right now, but it means most effective tactics available. So what I mean by meta is on each 2K, there's always a meta. There's always a best build, a best move, best jump shot. You know what I'm saying? There's always things that work better than others. Some years fading is overpowered. Some years, breaking ankles is extremely overpowered, and you need to have certain badges on that are just extremely overpowered that everybody's using. And so I'm not sure what the 2K22 meta is going to be. Again, I have not played the game, but you guys need to be ready to adjust to the meta. And I know 2K is basketball. You think, oh, I just need to get in there. You just get some shots up, drive in, play like a regular basketball game. But no, every 2K is different, and you need to adjust to the meta if you want to be the best player possible, or if you guys want to improve at all. So the way that you could do this is just by watching streamers, or just watching some of the best players. You could go on Twitch and watch some 2K22 streams, or you could just watch my videos or my streams and just see what these people that play the game a lot are doing. Are they taking a lot of fades? Are they breaking a lot of ankles? Is there certain badges that everybody seems to be using? Is there certain builds that everybody seems to be using? What is their play style? Are shooting centers OP? Are they driving in and kicking out to the center a lot? Are shooting centers bad? Are their centers not shooting at all? Like, you guys need to be taking notes on like what the best players are doing and do this yourself. I mean, that seems kind of simple, but as a beginner, you just want to get out there and be like, oh my god, I need to get a bunch of threes up and just keep shooting and dribbling around, and that's probably not going to work out for you. But yeah, as for the meta, I mean, you guys could just watch tutorials, watch best dribble move videos, best jump shot videos, and figure out what the new best moves are just by doing a simple search on YouTube.
Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
All right, so my first extra tip is going to be about practicing in your my court. I mean, this one's pretty simple. Like, do I really have to elaborate? But practice in your my court. As a beginner, like if you're a real beginner, then you probably have no clue where your my court is. And again, I don't even know if there is a my court on 2K22. There probably is though, because I don't remember a 2K where they didn't have one. Actually, I think like 2K15 and 16 they didn't have it. I'm not exactly sure, but I think It started in 2K17. But anyways, ever since 2K17, they've had a my court. If you don't know what a my court is, it's basically your own court that you can just dribble in and shoot around in. So get in your my court. If you don't know where that is, I guess watch a video on how to get there, because I mean there's videos for everything, but getting your my court, this is extremely helpful for timing your jump shot. If you have a new jump shot, or if you have a jump shot that doesn't seem to be working, get in your my court and start learning the timing for your jump shot in there against nobody. You could just get shots up, dribble moves too. I remember I used to spend, I still spend hours in my court every year trying to get the best combos down, trying to get the best dribble moves down. There's always glitchy moves that comes out, and you have to get in your my court and just practice them. If you want to actually get them down, the my court is going to be your best friend to improving.
Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
All right, now the second extra tip that I have is find teammates. This one's kind of obvious, and I feel like a lot of people watching this video don't have teammates at all, or maybe they have like one or two that they play with, and this is gonna be hard, but sometimes you just gotta get lucky. It's hard to find the perfect duo or trio to play with. You know, a lot of the time you have your friends from school or whatever you got going on that you're gonna play with, and that's usually gonna work out. But if you want to play when they're not on, I mean, you might have to walk around the park, send a few messages, and you know, first try, you might not get the best teammate. You might have to move on, find another guy. But I recommend once you find that teammate that works with you, you have good chemistry, you know, he doesn't yell at you when you mess up. Those are the best teammates that, you know, they're good and they know that people make mistakes, and they are not gonna like yell at you and freak out when you mess up. That's what I do. I don't ever really yell at my teammates when they mess up. The only thing that I'll get mad at is the game. If the game makes me shoot a full bar, or the game has some weird glitch, then I might get mad at the game, but I never get mad at my teammates. So as a teammate too, for you guys watching this video, people are gonna want to play with you more if you just don't yell at your teammates. The only time you should get mad at your teammates is if they're literally just trying to throw the game. Like if they're trying to win though, don't get mad. If they just suck and they're trying to win, don't get mad at them. Maybe tell them like, bro, like stop shooting the ball, but don't like yell at them, and just try to find people like that.
Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
The third extra tip is don't care about losing. Especially if you're new and you're a beginner, odds are you're going to be losing a lot of games. I mean, that's just how it is. You might have like a 50 win percentage, probably worse. I mean, I don't know. Depending on how actually new you are to 2K, you're really not going to win a lot of games. And if you watch these streamers, a lot of streamers care about their win percentage, and they're always going to be checking it, popping it up on the screen. They're like, oh my God, I got a 95 win percentage. I got a 92 win percentage. And these win percentages are really hard to get, especially if it's your first 2K or your second 2K. Like, it's probably just not going to happen. And if you're playing for a win percentage all year, you're going to be running from games. You know, you're going to pull up on somebody and be like, oh, never mind, they're too good. You're going to run away from them. Don't be scared to play anybody. That's my tip. Don't run from anybody. Just play them. If they beat you, they beat you. Just make sure that you know why you lost. You know what I'm saying? Take notes mentally on what the other team is doing that just beat you, because there's going to be a lot of people that are better than you, but you guys just need to learn from it and just do what the best people are doing. So if someone beats you by taking a lot of fades, you know, after that game, check his shooting badges, check all his badges if you have to. See what badges he's running, and then go into your next game and maybe try to play like him a little bit. Just don't care about taking losses and just do what the best players are doing.
Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
All right, so this last extra tip is a very important one, and that is going to be to subscribe to me. That's kind of cringy, I'm not going to lie, but I mean, if you're still watching this video, then you probably enjoyed it or it helped you out in some way. So the least you could do is subscribe, turn on my noties, drop a like in the video, because I'm going to be dropping so many tutorials throughout the year, you know, dribble tutorials. I'm going to be dropping my dribble moves, my jump shot, my builds, everything. I'm going to be making you guys the best player that you can be all year long. I'm going to be streaming often, so make sure to come through to the stream and drop in the comments what date you guys are watching this video on, because I know that my beginner tips videos get views throughout the entire year, because a lot of beginners start picking up the game, you know, maybe not right when it comes out in September, but they might start playing in like March or something, and then they look up how to get better and they start watching this video. So just drop in the comments what date you are watching this video on, because I'm kind of curious. But yeah, man, I hope 2K22 is a great year. These are my beginner tips for you guys. But once again, guys, drop a like if this video helped you out or you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. But I'll see you guys in the next one.
They love it, drugs, thighs, and bitches, yeah. Got no time for love, hearts, no kisses, yeah. New gas, new pack, we lit as fuck. I don't care, we hit them up. Our business, we stay suited up. Money, we gon' run it up. Every day I'm swagging with it. Bad bitch, she gagging with it. She want me, she be grabbing.